Hello and welcome to the next episode of Gon With The Wind. I am the Rooflemonger and this is...
BABERUTHLESS.
And here we are with another episode, a little bit quicker than last time, hopefully, depending on when I upload it, because we want to get one more episode out before Nen Impact launches on Thursday the 17th. Hopefully it's up on the 15th or the 16th, or it's on the 17th. We screwed up. But yeah, so it's out soon. This is the reason we started doing this show, so look forward to the game. I am. And because we're doing a little bit of an impromptu episode, we're going to be doing a little bit less episodes. Although, even though the number will be a little bit less, do not mistake it for anything less than momentous, as some stuff goes down in these episodes. To me, perhaps some of the most significant stuff that's happened to date. Because you're basically pitting my two favorite characters against each other. The character who's established himself as my favorite to this point, and then Uvogin came and took my heart, and perhaps someone else might be taking his heart as well. So we'll get into it. But we do got some housekeeping here. We do have some FGC talk. By the time you see this, maybe, I don't know, depending on how fast I upload this, we do have the Sagat trailer for Street Fighter 6.
Right.
I'm looking forward to some not standard things. They keep messing with the classic characters in ways we don't expect. It's like, tiger upper. Okay, that's going to happen, sure, right?
Yeah, of course he'll have those things.
But
100%.
Like, look at everyone who's a classic. That's like, they got something. Like Bison. Bison got the bomb. Like, yeah, he had that in the V-Trigger a little bit, I guess, but like became a core ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
DJ almost became a new fucking character.
Yeah,
Guile.
With that special. Like,
Guile, his V-skill became part of his core moveset.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know what, but something's gonna be different with Sagat. I'm hoping they give him command grab because I'm cheap parody myself. And it's possible. They gave Akuma a command grab.
Well, he's had command grabs in past games, though,
Well, he's had Demon Flip, but he has an actual command grab with teleport,
Flip.
right?
Okay, you're right.
So anything is possible. And like, it would fit for him. He's slow. He's big range, right? Like, and like, he should do like the Muay Thai clinch, like you get in the back of the head and like start kneeing you and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's my personal bias, but it'll be interesting no matter what, I'm sure.
Well, and I'm sure you'll have a video analyzing that as soon as it drops. So
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Better be believing I'll be there with bells on. So.
For sure.
And also, you got something to mention here as well.
Oh, yes. Recently, last week, I released the Power Stone 1 video. So if you're interested in learning about kind of a little bit about the history, about that game, some more of the mechanics, it's a little bit different than some of the normal videos I make. I kind of more so look at the game as a whole, as a holistic view rather than just solely looking at like the stages or one particular aspect of the game. But yeah, so that video is out, and yeah, if you guys check it out, hopefully you like it.
All right, check it out. And I know a lot of you are here because the Rooflemonger brand, but BABERUTHLESS makes some actually legitimately fantastic videos, thought-provoking, different than just here's the news of the day, right? There's some art put into it, I think it's fair to say.
I appreciate that.
Well,
I do try to put.
Yeah, I think it's very fair to say. Like, we live on a platform where slop is the de jour, right?
Very much so. There's a lot of.
So you put actual work into your stuff, so I appreciate that. Like, and for me, for slop, what the fuck's that guy's name? Pirate Software. Okay, thankfully you're not in the slop vortex.
No,
for you watching at home, you probably heard of Pirate Software because he's the villain of the internet right now. And I was legitimately looking for anything like, has he ever played a fighting game? So I can make a video on this guy. Because if you make any video on Pirate Software, it's a minimum 100,000 view video.
Who is this guy? I avoid Twitter on the weekends. So did this happen over the weekend?
That's smart for your mental health. I don't do that because I'm fucking dumb. So Pirate Software, there was an initiative called Stop Killing Games. And
I think I've heard about that. Yeah,
I mostly know the initiative because of the drama, because of him, right?
Oh.
And the initiative is on its face, like mostly like, we want legal ramifications for people who turn off online games. So say not that it'll ever happen, but like World of Warcraft. If you ever stopped World of Warcraft and turned it off, the initiative is basically like, give us a way to play it offline. Legally.
Okay, got it. So it's basically making the case for, I guess, legal emulation?
Game preservation in a lot of ways, right?
Game preservation, that's a better word.
Yeah, and like game preservation for abandoned games. Like, you made the game, you no longer sell it, you no longer provide the online services. Just give us like a fucking key or something, or a toolkit or SDK to do our own. Like, just give us something to play the game when you turn the servers off. That's the whole.
I think that's a reasonable ask.
And so he's like, this is the devil, and I don't agree. Because he has his own like indie game company or something.
Okay, got it. I was like, who is this person, and why do we give a shit about what this random dude on the internet thinks?
And this was like 6 months to a year ago, is my vague understanding. Mm-hmm. And so he's like responsible for killing it. But
killing the initiative.
In the like last month-ish, it came back big time, and it's like now succeeding much better than it ever did, with Pirate Software, this guy, as the face of like evil. Like, this guy says it's bad, so this is why it's good. And
okay, so it's dumb Twitter drama. That's what
it's slop tube, right? But yes. I clicked a video, and YouTube being YouTube, well, you clicked one video, so here's 40 more in your recommendations, right? And like, it's some of the most salacious clickbaity titles, like, we have to stop this man from killing games and all that. And then now it's like getting to like the fucking like dark side filled drama vortex, right?
Oh god.
Because apparently he's ex-Blizzard or something like that. And now that's being dragged into it. Because like his daddy got him a job at Blizzard, and he lied on his resume, and he never talks about Blizzard, except here's a compilation of him talking about Blizzard nonstop, and like all the things you'd see in like a fucking dark side filler low tier god video, basically, right?
Okay, so this dude's getting dragged right now, basically.
So like, and I'm like, how can I turn this into a fighting game video? Right? And so far,
has he ever played any?
Exactly. Like, he said Chun-Li's not top tier in Third Strike? Fuck this guy! Like, I don't know. I was looking for an angle. Anything for clicks, basically, right? And speaking of which, you're wearing a lovely Chun-Li shirt today.
I am. Thank you.
There we go. It's a great shirt. We love our Chun-Li here. I think we both got multiple Chun-Li's in our backgrounds. I think you got like a little one somewhere there.
Yeah, there's a puzzle fighter. There's a puzzle fighter poster right there. You got mine, Chun-Li, right there. She's back here. She's got some representation.
There we go. So, Gon With The Wind, aligned with Chun-Li.
I have a Chun-Li shrine, actually. Most of my Chun-Li stuff. So, I have a Chun-Li shrine. Yeah, it's like in this corner of the
Oh, wait a second. If you just start again here, you're warbling out something fierce.
Sorry. Can you hear me? Can you see me now?
Yeah, there we go. Is this your bad weather that's happening there right now?
Yeah, it's been thunderstorming, so I don't know if my
Okay, there we go. You're a little blurry now, but you're back.
Okay, well, hopefully that will improve itself. I don't know
low bit rate will fix itself. Fix itself. But yes, as you were saying,
it's coming back into focus. Yes, I actually have a legit Chun-Li shrine where I have like a little chibi version of her. I've got like a standee. I've got like a big version I bought from Japan that was like around $200. And just like various Chun-Li merch that I've collected over the years. And it's all in a tiny little shrine area just for her. So
there you go.
Like my number one.
This little thing above me, which is very small to see, that's all Chun-Li except for like this little Ryu.
Heck yeah, dude. Oh yeah, they're inside out, right?
Yes, I bought two of them so I can have both. Because they're little, they turn them inside out. One's Ryu, one's Chun-Li, so I just got two of them.
Yeah, that's so much fun. I've definitely seen like little kids play with those before, though, where they're like turning it inside and out. Like different characters. Like one side is like, I don't know, Tom, the other side is Jerry or something like that.
Yeah. And Lord knows,
it's cute.
Here I come from the older end of the FGC. Chun-Li, woman of mystery. Because when I first played Chun-Li, when Street Fighter 2 was a new concern, and yes, I was alive then, as impossible as it may seem for some of you, playing a girl in a video game was a kind of fucked up compromise. Like, that caused some issues.
People didn't want to fight against you, right?
Well, if
Was
you
that
played
it,
as the
or
girl, you may have been called certain words that are not
ah,
not used
okay.
as much anymore these days, right? Like, can't say it. Well, fuck, it's not like this is monetized, but for my own benefication and edification, I probably shouldn't say words that were used, right? But
No, that's fair.
goddamn, I like Chun-Li because I played Chun-Li in Honda to start out with.
Mhm.
Because if you wanted to play Honda in Street Fighter 2, you would take your controller, go, 100 hand slap. And if you want to play Chun-Li, you'd
Right.
move your hand down
Go
just a little
kick.
bit and go, on kicks. And
Right.
so in my arcade, Honda was the single most popular character by a mile. Another thing that might seem gross and like absolutely grotesque to you, that Honda was the most popular character at any point. But he was, because none of people like say charge is too hard. Like we eventually went on. Most people played Chun and Honda because charge was easier, right?
Right. Especially when the buttons are really fucked up.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We all started because Mash. That's why they were the two most popular characters, right?
Right.
And eventually, God, I can't remember which version. Like Chun was like also a half circle fireball when Kikoken got at it first. Then it became a charge fireball.
Mhm.
And fun super turbo specific lore. Just because we're talking Chun-Li, fuck it. I don't know. Why not? I like Chun-Li. I made a fucking hour and a half long Street Fighter 6 guide about Chun-Li. It's one of the best guides I ever made.
Okay,
For
fair enough.
Super Turbo specifically, and I'm going to probably remake those guides when the Chun-Li swimsuit costume comes out so I can get better clicks on the thumbnails.
Of
Because I was
course, you
relabbing her. I was
gotta-
relabbing her, okay? Like updating a lot of my info,
Mhm.
like updating the Oki, all that kind of stuff in case of a new guide. And then I'm like kind of looking at her animations, and everything she wears is perfectly fine. But when there isn't a long overcoat covering her butt, like in every costume she currently has,
Mhm.
that swimsuit costume's gonna give some provocative poses.
Oh, for sure. I'm
Yeah,
wondering,
like-
did they show the backside of the
Everything she
like-
does, she turns her back to everything she does in Street Fighter 6. She
Right.
turns her butt to the camera. Everything.
Well, that's why I'm asking. In the art that they showed, I can't remember. Did they show what the back of the swimsuit looks like? Is it like how much of her ass is being covered? I guess that's what essentially.
It's got to be most of it because they want to make money. So,
That's fair enough.
Oh, yeah,
I was
that-
like,
that
are we
costume
talking
is
about,
something
like,
else, but-
thong?
but on Super Turbo, so her super is charge back forward kick, right? And she does Hoshinto kicks.
Mhm.
There's a unique bug that only exists for Chun-Li and only Super Turbo, where it'll hold the charge input until you let go of forward. So if you hold back, get charge, forward, and hold forward, you will have charge the whole time till you let go.
Oh, so you can delay it.
So you can do charge back, forward, and just start walking forward. And if they hit any button, they like throw a fireball, whatever, you hit kick, and you'll immediately do a walking forward super.
Oh wow.
She's
Okay,
the
she
only
was
character in the
really-
game that can do
was
that.
really good.
And it's legitimately one of her best traits. Because when she has super, she can walk forward uncontested. Because you can throw a tiger shot, you can throw Hadoken, because now it's no longer a reaction check. She just has to hit kick, and she has you.
Well, there you go.
So,
playing
obscure-
Chun-Li wasn't, for certain words.
31-year-old Street Fighter tech?
That's pretty cool. When did Super Turbo come out again?
Like 94, I think, but maybe 95.
yeah.
It's always the death of a podcast to fact check, but we might as well find out now.
I'm sure. I hear people like
94.
I'm sure myself included. 94. Okay, got it. Yeah, 31.
Where did my life go?
Into video games.
Like the one thing I can say, and this is what I tell people, right? When I tell them what I do these days, because especially my family, the family knows I grew up in the arcade. I spent as much time in the arcade as I could before. Like my dad would give me like a couple bucks, go to the arcade, then I'd come back home, right? And the idea is I would make that money last as long as possible. So that's why that was my incentive to get better at Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, to stretch out the time the money lasted me.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right? Because other games you just play it once and then you're kicked out, right? But
Yeah.
the fighting games, if you can
You can stay a
on,
long time if people are playing,
you can
right?
Stay a long time, exactly.
So, and so like my uncle would be like, "Oh wait, so like that game you played all your childhood is what you cover now?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, oh, well, it's a good thing you spent that time in the arcade, I guess. Like, yeah, it is. That was my internship.
Oh man, I do wish I was able to experience more of that like arcade scene.
That breaks my heart. Like, I know so many people in the FGC now, like you're in your 20s or whatever, like, and it's not like you don't have perfectly valid, great experiences, right? But the arcades were such a time and a place, and there really isn't anything like it. Like, and it's good and bad. Because, like, I grew up in I live in a small town now. The town I grew up in was even smaller, Ville de Montagne. We were a biker town. Some fun Quebec lore. Quebec, the Hells Angels is originally from Quebec. And they were in a biker war with the Rock Machine, who eventually merged with the Banditos. And Ville de Montagne was a Rock Machine town. And the bikers owned the arcade. And you would see the bikers in the arcade all the time. So you're here with like a bunch of fucking kids, and we're all like, yeah, playing Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and it'd be like 5 or 6 fucking surly ass bikers just smoking, and it's because it's Quebec, especially. Trust me, everyone's fucking smoking. The whole smoking indoor being banned thing that happened in Quebec like 10 years after the rest of the world. So everyone's fucking smoking, and then like mean looking biker guys would like make the kids cry and shit. Like that's not necessarily a positive memory, but it's still a memory, right? And like all this arcade culture and vibe, like it makes me sad you guys will never experience it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't miss what you don't know you're missing, right? So I had plenty of other cool experiences growing up playing video games, being part of the FGC that happened much after that. And then, to compensate for the fact that I never got to experience it as a kid, I then went forth and I bought a bunch of machines, like a bunch of Japanese sit-down arcade machines for myself at home. So it's not all that bad, Don't feel bad for me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool. Actually, I don't know why.
It's one of those shitty coin-up ones.
It's always just blocked it.
It's not even on, but I have it just help relive my childhood, right?
Why not, right? Is that like the arcade one-up?
Yeah, that's a coin-up, whatever it's called, yeah. So, and that's where like my weird possessed from the flea market monkey lives. Like,
little guy sitting right there.
He's like really creepy looking.
Yeah, I was gonna say he kind of reminds me of there's like have you ever seen Phantom of the Opera? It's like a musical.
Yes.
There's like a monkey at the beginning of the movie, a Phantom of the Opera, and it's just like slowly clapping. Oh God, why? Why are his eyes like that?
Because he's fucking creepy as fuck.
Oh my God.
I know this won't play on the audio only version. I'm very sorry, but I'm holding like vision a creepy monkey doll in your head. This is like the creepiest fucking monkey doll you've ever seen.
His eyes that kind of have that. They kind of look like they're the ones that can open and close, right?
Yeah, they do.
Kind of like the Furby dolls. Oh no! God, his mouth.
Play
can
with
move
me
too.
forever and ever.
We're definitely.
So yeah, I found this at the flea market one day, and like I had to buy it. I assume this is cursed.
Older than me.
Oh, this is probably fucking as old as I am. Like, yeah, it's hard to explain for those who don't know, but you can feel the insides here. And this feels like a late 80s toy. Like, if you weren't around, you wouldn't have the frame of reference, I know. But just trust me, this thing's ancient.
God. Well, so what inspired you to pick this guy up?
Because it's creepy as fucking all hell, that's why.
Oh, man, I don't... Okay, I also have a doll watching me sleep at night, but it's a little bit different.
Oh, this is the kind that'll like kill you when you sleep. So I don't sleep in the same room as this guy. I sleep in the other room. I'm not going to sleep in the same room as him.
I have a monkey doll that sits in my room. It's wide-eyed, like literally its eyes are like this, and it's got like the black pupils just like in the center of like these giant white eyes. It's the monkey from Ape Escape.
Hey, okay, so that's a wholesome monkey. We like our Ape Escape here.
He is, and its mouth is just kind of opened up like
those little scamps that they have their adventures.
Oh my God, and I got a bunch of the keychains from Ape Escape 2 where they're like going all over the world. And
what was that game that came out last year? The PlayStation Astro Boy, or not Astro Boy?
Astrobot.
They had an Ape Escape stage.
Oh my God, and there's a bunch of Ape Escapes that you can like collect. They're all wearing the different like monkey outfits, and they all do different little activities or something. Like
Yeah.
one of them's like laying back in a beach chair and he's like taking a nap and like they're so goofy. Like just
I
the
don't know how there's not been another Ape
charm.
Escape game.
I would love it. I think there was God, if I'm remembering this correctly, which I might not be, but I think there was a Ape Escape game that was supposed to come out and then it got canceled. It's whatever the last one of the series was supposed to be.
It's been a while.
I do love Ape Escape. Is it Ape Escape? I don't remember which Ape Escape it is, but like I know 1 and 2 both came out, but I'm like, is it the third one? But he actually appears in Metal Gear as well, actually.
Yes,
Where you
that's
can
the most
travel
recent
to
experiences I can think of is like whenever they do the Metal Gear redos, they put Ape Escape in there.
Yeah, and the collection, he's gonna be in there, so that'll be really fun to see. Ape Escape is so wholesome.
It's just wholesome. It's just good family fun for everyone. Unlike the
but
degenerate fighting game industry that we're in.
definitely not like that at all. But yeah, Astrobot is a great game, actually. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, and the intro's like, I am Astrobot. And that's a cute little song. That was just a good game.
Yeah, it's so wholesome. It's
Yeah.
a very good like family game, but even as an adult, I was very entertained.
Those, like, not to call it a Mario ripoff, but it's sort of like a 3D Mario game, right? But like, those games just, it doesn't matter how old you are. They're just good no matter what. Like, Donkey Kong comes out. Oh, actually, it comes out the same day as Nen Impact, doesn't it? Shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have conflicted loyalties that day.
I love Tropical Freeze, though. That game was great.
I love Tropical Freeze.
That was awesome game.
And, like, I know that game was, like, not as fucked up and hard as the 3DS one, which, like, people are, like, unready for. Because, like, that, or was it was it 3DS? Donkey Kong Country Returns? Like, that game was, like, lost levels hard. And, like, it messed with people's heads. But yeah, this is the first Donkey Kong game since Tropical Freeze, and that was like 13 years ago.
Yeah, I am really excited for this new game. And when I went to Nintendo World, like they had the new Donkey Kong World in Japan too, and that was really cool because they had like they had the Minecart Madness ride too, where it's like simulating where you're like hopping over like the broken Minecraft tracks. Super cool.
I love Donkey Kong Country has like some of the best tracks of all time.
Oh, for sure.
It's all why I always had a one-sided grudge against Shigeru Miyamoto because he infamously did not like Donkey Kong Country.
I don't know why.
Well, he didn't make it for one, which I'm sure, no matter how nice he is, I'm sure that's part of it, right? Especially because it was a wild fucking success that he didn't make and had no part of. But I'm just like, fuck you. This game fucking rules. You don't like it, like. And I love you, but fuck you.
Yeah, there's some great music in that series, like the what's it called? Bushwick Bramble.
Everything Donkey Kong is good.
Oh, I don't remember the name, but they've got some amazing music. One of my friends actually got married to one of the songs in that game, like when they were like walking out, when the groom was walking out. I was like, this is super cool.
One of my relatives got somewhat FGC themed wedding. And
okay.
They had like Tekken 5 cabinets in the wedding.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd trust a bunch of drunk people with my cabinets. But
it was unfair for me. I don't drink for one. So, and I remember Tekken 5. I have like fucking 4,000 hours in Tekken 5. So no one could touch me in Tekken 5 at the wedding.
That's really cool though that like they had a themed wedding like that. That's pretty awesome.
Okay, it was a themed wedding. The bride chose a theme. The groom got his sub theme of FGC. The theme was Zelda.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, this is like a super nerdy wedding.
Oh, my family is a very nerdy family. Okay, my family is either like the most redneck ass people you'll ever meet in your life, or the most nerdy people you meet in your life, and then sometimes you get me, who's like a weird combination of both. Because like,
I can see that. Yeah, I mean,
these sideburns ain't for fucking show. Like, I am a redneck, y'all. I'm a hillbilly. Like,
I mean,
I always tell people like, well, how am I going to find you at the whatever event you're at? I'm like, trust me, ain't nobody look like me. Like, I ain't getting called no fucking Say Jam. Like, that's for sure.
I would imagine you would be. I don't know how tall he is actually, but I imagine you would be quite a bit taller than him. I don't remember him being that tall.
I met Sage Jam like twice ever. I'm definitely taller than him. The only person who was ever close to my height was Max.
Max is pretty fucking tall though.
Yeah, Max is roughly around my height.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, real tall mutton chops. Can't
exactly.
miss them.
Because I know the joke. Everyone's like, Sage Jam this, Sage Jam. Like, obviously Sage Jam is a Sage Jam. Funnily enough, I think Broski and Giuna are Sage Jams as well. I think right?
any white dude is
basically any white fighting YouTuber is a Sage Jam, right?
Any white FGC YouTuber equates into Sage Jam.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm a little bit different than the rest, so.
Yes, I would attest to that. No one's mistaken me for Sage Jam. I'm offended.
That's kind of fucked up. That's sexist, really.
I know, really.
Yeah, that's messed up. So at Evo, when you meet Babe Ruthless, call her Sage Jam, please.
That would be interesting. You just like see the giant Chipotle ad on like one side, and you put me next to it, and you're like, "Don't we look? We're twins, right? We look exactly the same."
Exactly. Yeah.
If you don't say yes, you know.
That does happen though, very rarely. Very rarely. I'll meet someone on the street who also has sideburns. And trust me, shockingly, this is much more likely, not that it is very likely, but it's more likely in a very small town than a big town, because our stylings are much more behind than everyone else. But I see, whenever two people with sideburns see each other, it's just kind of like, you know, we just give each other the...
Is there an origin story behind the sideburns?
Not really. I've always had sideburns, ever since I could grow facial hair. Like, I've had different... Like, if you look at, like, different videos of years past, I'll have, like, different styles of sideburns. Like, sometimes it'll be, like, just long or, like, different angles. The one thing is, like, you usually get longer as I get older. Like, this is the longest I've ever had them out. So, the threat is one day I'll go full...
Like, oh, no. I was gonna say, like, they could go up a little bit, like, right here.
The one thing is, I wanted them actually, like, once, like, Sabretooth and X-Men Origins. But right here and right here, I can't grow hair.
Okay, interesting.
Like, there would just be two little strips. That would be, because I can go full mountain man beard. Trust me, that is not hard for me to do. But there would be just two little strips on the side that would have no hair. And to do the Sabretooth sideburns, I need those to go up. And if
you did it like a little higher, like more like here.
I could.
That work? Yeah, you can just adjust it slightly.
There's a very dangerous realm of sideburn havers where if you get them wrong, you look like a sex criminal. You know?
I mean, to
be fair, you're riding a fine line.
I think I maybe met a few people in my lifetime that have had sideburns.
Exactly. Like, who has sideburns? Usually, right? It's certainly eccentric people, right? You ain't gonna find Johnny Come Luckily being the sideburns guy, right? Sideburns usually want to be rockabillys, and that's most of the ones I've known. Wannabe bikers, and trust me, in my town, there's a lot of fucking wannabe bikers. Farmers, or evil British people in old movies. You know?
Okay, so where do you fall in that spectrum?
There might have been a phase where you said I'd be like a wannabe rockabilly kind of guy, I guess. Definitely had it before then, though. I probably just say more farmer aligned than anything. I've done my field work. I've gathered the hay. I've built barns. I've shoveled pig shit. I've done everything there is to do. And you know what with that specifically, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say you've lived the lifestyle. So.
Yeah, exactly. I've earned it. I was saying with shoveling pig shit, with our supposedly shorter episode, I suppose we should get to it. Don't worry, I'll timestamp to here. So it's the actual Nen Impact discussion, or not Nen Impact, Hunter x Hunter. But yeah, so Hunter x Hunter, famed Japanimation, comes from China, I heard. So we left off last with Kurapika driving at 300 miles an hour, not looking at the road, yelling at the guy behind him. Which, fantastic, right? So the evil Uvogin has been captured. The Phantom Troupe is getting what's coming to them.
Mhm.
Four guys, right? They're not going to fight back, right? I expect this is where it'll end, right?
That's it
Kurapika's
for
going to
him.
be like, I showed you guys up, and they'll be like, yeah, we're sorry. They'll just
Yeah, I know.
disband.
Kurapika, he's putting down the revenge quest. He's done, right? That's it.
Yeah.
And Hunter arc.
Exactly. You get revenge, and everyone knows when you get revenge, it's incredibly filling, and you feel good about it.
100%.
That's what all the stories about revenge tell me, right?
I mean, that's the ultimate goal, right? So
Exactly.
once they achieve that goal, like they're all good.
And then
Happy
you get on
ending.
the fucking party boat and just, party rock in the house. Oh god, it's gonna get us copyright strike. I'm not even gonna say that. We got copyright strike over like fucking nonsense last time, so I'm trying to like. Eventually, I want to remonetize this channel, so I'm gonna try to get light on that.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah, so
Well, we'll keep the shenanigans to the minimum.
Oh,
Not.
there'll always be shenanigans. There'll always be shenanigans. But yeah, so episode 45, Restraint and Vow. And, oh god, the cursed monkey is he's on top of my phone. I need my phone for my notes. Cursed monkey, don't curse us anymore.
You need to put that guy out of his misery.
That's why he sits on the cabinet. Just he keeps us all honest, right?
Well, I guess it's appropriate that he's sitting on an arcade one-up cabinet. So.
All right. So yeah, okay. So 45. So, this is where they did set up beforehand that they know where Uvogin is going because they had like that invisible Nen wire.
Yeah, the Nen string that Machi sent out. Right?
Nen tracking device, effectively, right? And as long as they don't see it because they have to look for it to know it's even there, they're good.
Right. So basically, they know where this car is going, right? And so the spiders are going after Uvogin, trying to track him down, trying to get him back before they take him back to whatever the base of the Nostrad family, essentially.
And this is where we're introduced. Oh, and they do find the Nen chain, the Nen wire, because they bust out the special eyes naturally. And this is where we get more of the shadow beasts. And I do not have a screenshot here, but they're showing some of the random shadow beasts, and they all die. Spoiler, because they're all fucking jobbers. But some of these guys look fucking pathetic. Like, they did not get the design pass some of the other characters got. Like, here.
I mean, the ones from the last episode, like the porcupine hair guy and the weird leech dude, they did not look good. To say
like, there's
the least.
another porcupine kind of guy too. There's another hair guy. And
I mean, they're sold here just to provide a purpose, but I don't know. I feel like you could have made them look like cool ninjas or something like that because they're the shadow beasts. You know, they could have made them a little cooler looking because the name itself sounds.
The name's
pretty,
fantastic. The marketing is there. You got the branding. I have a marketing degree. Trust me, I know the branding. You got the branding. You fucked up on the delivery.
Yeah, they do not look very intimidating whatsoever.
I'm trying to find an image of any of these other side. I can't. But I was just kind of looking at like a still of them all going like, yeah, we're gonna ambush you, right? And like these guys look like fucking idiots. Like
even the main guy that they're after, Owl or whatever, the one who stole all the merchandise or whatever, like he just kind of looks like a dude in a Hawaiian shirt. She's just out in the world. Like he doesn't look like someone intimidating.
Okay.
He doesn't look like wearing a weird outfit.
He literally looks like a Yakuza character.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he's a side quest Ichiban would be talking to.
100%.
Yeah.
Like they could have done something a little cooler with him. I mean, he's wearing sandals for God's sakes, like flip flops.
Like yeah, but like he just like granted, like some of these guys just look like I'm just a guy, right? But then we have like hair Krillin, and I guess this is from the '90s anime.
Yeah, I was like that. The guy's nose looks a little bit different than I remember.
But yeah, so effectively not the strongest showing, and they all get jobbed out big. Like they die. Spoiler. But we are introduced to the one gentleman just mentioned here because he has special bag powers, and he can shrink stuff. And he shrinks
Right.
the Phantom Troupe's car, and they all get out except for one, the samurai guy, to which
Nobunaga.
he will bitch at great length about.
Yeah, they even had a little diagram where they showed essentially how Nobunaga was in the middle seat in the car, I guess, and that's he wasn't able to
Wait, is his name
get out in
Nobunaga?
time. Yeah, it's Nobunaga, straight up.
Fucking the samurai
Yeah,
guy's name is Nobunaga. Sure, okay.
yeah, he's like a skinny looking dude. He's not
Famous
very
Japanese warlord Oda Nobunaga,
right. Well,
who we talked about last week, actually. So there's a callback.
yes.
As he's the
You're
one who
right,
took the guns for Christianity deal.
when we were talking about our famous Christianity Japanese history podcast.
And it was brought up in the comments, actually. I didn't notice as well. Vacuum Girl also has a bunch of crucifixes as well.
Oh, that's right, around her neck.
Yeah,
right?
so
She's
Crollo
wearing
and
one
her
around
both are devotees.
I mean, also Kurapika, his chain. There's a
That's different enough. That's like, because it has like little flanges and shit. So you can say it's like, well, it's like Castlevania rules. Like it's different enough we're not trying to evoke it versus like much more explicit with the other two.
Fair enough. Those
I'm a Castlevania fan,
too.
and they go out of their way to like try to make the crosses look different. Like in the original NES Castlevania, cross got retranslated to boomerang.
Oh, okay.
Because you would toss the cross out and
actually
come back, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, yeah, it's like one of the projectile. And then, is there a cross on Dracula's coffin when he comes out, or I don't know.
Could be. I can't recall off the top of my head. Oh yeah, I do have here my notes here. Samurai Man, awful bitchy, because all he does is complain.
Yeah, especially for a guy named Nobunaga.
And okay, so we go from that. Like, there's no discussion we had. Phantom Troupe jobs out the Shadow Beast. They're done, and they capture the guy. I wish there was a fight to be had, but there just isn't.
Okay, so Owl, when he did use his bag powers or whatever to basically shrink the car, right? Okay, for a second I was like, all right, maybe he's cooking, right? Like, it was kind of cool. It was a cool moment.
It's a cool power.
Yes, cool power indeed.
But like to no actual tangible effect, right?
Yeah, no. Effectively he's done. Everyone there is done. Like, everyone there is captured, and they're getting the merchandise, right?
Yeah.
So the Phantom Troupe at least have kind of accomplished one of their goals, essentially, which was to steal all of the merchandise that was set to be auctioned off.
Yeah, because he has it in his little pocket dimension.
Yeah. He went and he took all of the merchandise before they could get there, because he'd been tipped off, and that's why they were theorizing that there was a traitor in the organization. And then, later on they realized, oh, there wasn't a traitor in the organization. It was actually because of well, I'm getting a little bit into the future, but it was because of Neon, right? She tipped the mafia off, basically. That attack was going to happen.
So yeah, we go from there. So it has been established Uvogin's been captured, and they have him like mob hideout 634, like some random mob hideout, and they got him chained down like all the way, like he's like Frankenstein's monster. Mm-hmm. And they say like they're feeding him like muscle relaxants and stuff, and like effectively like low key poisoning him just to keep him down. Yeah,
I actually don't think they know that he is. No, they do know. They do know that he can't move at this point. Otherwise, he probably would have. Wait, do they know at this point? I can't remember now. Oh my god! All that
they're feeding him like stuff on top of what already happened to him, just to keep him down.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but I don't think they know that he's like poisoned or that he has the leeches in him.
Yeah, because he asks like what time it is, because he does have a time limit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And that's when he basically just starts threatening him. He's like, I do like there's like some weird back and forth. It's like first like the guy who hired Kurapika and crew just tries to stab him, and he literally can't. Because he's like so muscled, he can't get stabbed. And it's like, well, you stole from us. Like, well, actually, no, we didn't. We tried to, but we didn't. So, let me go, and I won't kill all of you. And they're like all kind of like, what do you mean? Because like you have no position of power here. It's like, yeah, but I'm going to kill all of you if you don't let me go.
Yeah, and they specifically note like how like calm he is, right? For someone who's about to be tortured, he just absolutely does not think of them as any sort of threat, right? He's
Well, and
very
to the
much
point,
like,
he can't really be tortured anyways, because if he can't be stabbed in the chest, what are you realistically going to do to him?
I mean, that's fair, but as we see in the next couple of episodes, he can be hurt for
He
sure.
can be, but that's also Nen powered and specific, as it'll turn out, hyper specific.
Yes, hyper specific, hyper specialized ability. But yeah, so he's absolutely not scared at all. And so the bodyguard, dude, the main bodyguard dude, he's like, oh, we should just let him go. Or like we should call somebody, I think, to take this guy and
Yes,
take him away, right? And
and
Kurapika's like, nah, we should kill this guy.
yeah, and then they get like a little bit of moral grandstand. It's like, okay, well, you didn't rob him, but you did sort of kill like 350 people, and it's like, oh yeah, forgot about that. Like, oh, well, you know, cost of doing business, right?
Mm.
And but yeah, so we get a call from Hisoka, and keeping the awfully odd trait that Hisoka just has everyone's phone number.
Well, he's probably been stalking them. That's probably the real
Well, he's
reason.
certainly been stalking them, especially for Gon, right? But yeah, so we're gonna set up a little Kurapika Hisoka meeting here in a moment.
Hmm.
Because we do have a moment here with the gentleman, I forget his name, I'm terribly sorry, but not Kurapika of the Phantom Troupe.
Oh, Shalnark.
Yeah, because he's the one who gives that initial phone call. Oh, shall not, yeah. And it turns out he has like brain hacking abilities.
Yeah, he can basically control, I guess, the
Like he has like a
dead
needle in the back of
corpses?
dude's head, and he can like
Yeah.
hack his brain to make the call.
Yeah, essentially basically to make it so that like the bodyguard dude is calling the mafia headquarters to come pick up this Uvogin who's basically crazy, they want to get rid of him. And he can't tell that anything's wrong, right? He's just like,
Mm.
business as usual. Like they're coming up to pick this guy up and we don't have to worry about him anymore.
Yeah, and I think it's the next episode, but he further proves his hacking ability as he's able to use a computer.
That's right.
So
Advanced technology.
he's our
in this
elite
world.
hacker. But yeah, so we do get now an illicit meeting between Hisoka and Kurapika. Oh, and I do have here the other gentleman, because we were talking about future diary last time, right? I wrote he has the phone death diary. Which, because a lot of characters, they have, like the main character, his diary is his phone. So
Right, that's right. They keep it on their phone. I remember that.
yeah,
I
so
think
but
that
yeah,
must
so
have been right around when cell phones came out. That's why they're all like obsessed with that concept.
yeah, like, and there's no way the '90s one had these shots because like cell phones were a lot, but they would have been like the giant fucking bricks, right? Like,
right, exactly. You can't exactly haul that around.
so his powers must have changed to some degree between like the comic and the anime.
Who knows? I didn't know there was that big of a gap in between, actually.
Well, it's like the comic came out in the early '90s.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought it. Oh, I don't really know anything about that series. So.
Uh-oh. Oh, lovely. I just accidentally killed all my tabs.
Ew. Well, hopefully you can just bring them back up.
It won't be too hard. Oh. Oh, well, hey. Apparently the next installment of Hunter x Hunter is coming out. Oh, that can't be right. That's definitely wrong. Never mind. Bad AI overview. AI overview.
Yeah, I was like, what
can't
do you mean
trust
next
those.
installment?
Okay, the original one, 98. Okay, so we would have had brick cell phones still.
Okay, well that's good. Yeah, so they just maybe they just updated it to be like the more sleek cell phones of the 2000s.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's an illicit meeting between them. There is a moment of adultery for Hisoka because he has a clowngasm without thinking about Gon. Because they're basically like I'm not your friend, but I'm not your enemy right now.
Right.
Like talking to Kurapika, and they're like, and they're meeting in like a Joker ass area, right? They're doing like in the abandoned carnival. It's exactly where
Yeah.
Batman would fight the Joker, right?
Reminds me of something out of Near Automata, like the broken down amusement park.
Yeah,
Right in front of like the Ferris wheel, basically.
Exactly, and they have like they're like on the not ferry go round, like It's meant to look as shady as possible, right?
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
And so Hisoka's like, I sort of joined the Phantom Troupe so I could like fight Crollo because he's strong.
Gets his giblets going.
Yeah, because he has another clowngasm, right? And he does say specifically, he's like, hey, whatever your problem is, I joined after the Kurta clan was killed. So, not my fault. Don't blame me. Wasn't here.
Right.
Right?
Basically saying Hisoka's basically like, I can't tell you anything about the Kurta clan incident, because of course Kurapika asked about that specifically, and then he gives some information about like the basic structure of the spiders and how they recruit members. And
yeah, he goes over kind of like the hierarchy, the numbers. Anyone can challenge a current member to take their spot.
Right. So it's like a rotating title essentially.
Effectively, yeah. So, and I do hear, and for the audience at home, I'm very sorry. I do have our first wrestling reference of the day. So, very recently, they put out the worst shirt in like modern wrestling history for Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And it says here, we're not friends, allies of convenience. And like, that's basically the Kurapika Hisoka arc right now.
That's a pretty bad shirt, because like it's literally just black or white text on a black shirt.
Okay. I can think of the actual worst shirt. I can't. Okay. I have to turn this screen off. Because searching for it will almost assuredly bring up some results I cannot show on screen.
Ah, fair enough. How much was that shirt, by the way? The one you just showed on screen? Like,
one second here. Like I did find the shirt. There's some bad things on screen I can't show. So there we go.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, this shirt is $47 American.
Oh my god, dude.
So this would be like $60 for me for this dog shit ass shirt.
I mean, maybe it's made of like some premium material. I don't know. I'm just trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe shipping's included.
Like, and Alexa Bliss, like, okay, feel like Alexa Bliss, she's this kind of person. Like creepy dog.
Yeah, that's better, right?
And
that's
she inherited the legacy of Bray Wyatt, and God rest his soul, he passed away. So she kind of took his gimmick as like a carried the torch thing. But like, this is a shirt. This is a fucking shirt. This stood the test of time. We're not going to be seeing, we're not friends, allies of convenience shirts in 2050. But this is the shirt I'm talking about. APA protection, always pounding ass.
Oh my god.
This is probably the worst wrestling shirt of all time.
Okay, what does the APA stand for, actually?
Okay, so the group is called the Acolyte Protection Agency, and the idea is they're two big guys for hire. So they go in, they beat people up. That's it, right?
Okay.
Easy enough sell. And it's like, yeah, we're here to beat people's ass. And they put out this fucking shirt. And this is not, there's some other bad shirts, which I probably can't, like that famous AJ Styles cum shot shirt. Like his name's like written in a cum stain. And like, what? Actually, fuck, Edge had one too. So they've done that more than once.
Another cum shot shirt?
It's wrestling. Please never watch wrestling, all of you. Like, it's too late for me. All this knowledge that'll never do me any good for the rest of my fucking life, right? I'm here as a warning for the rest of you. Okay?
I don't know. The FGC, the wrestling to FGC pipeline is pretty intertwined. So I feel like for your core audience,
it's because we like big, bright characters.
Right? That wear tights.
And Lord knows, like, there's a million fucking wrestling references in half of all the fighting game characters anyways.
Oh, for sure.
Like, whenever Alex is very specifically Hulk Hogan. Hugo is very specifically Andre the Giant. Lisa from Dead or Alive. Remember Lisa? La Mariposa?
Yeah, I do.
She's explicitly Ultimo Dragon.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they were just making up, like, characters.
And that's actually one of my favorite references. Because it's a deep cut that most people won't get out of the gate. So Lisa is Ultimo Dragon. And he's famous. He's the belt collector. He had a whole arc where like he's literally draped in belts.
Oh wow, that's crazy actually.
And
Yeah,
it was
I like
quite the intro.
I like the La Mariposa, like her outfit looks cool.
Second outfit in DOA 4. Oh, DOA 4.
Like I didn't particularly enjoy playing as her, but
I
I
love
remember
playing
the
her.
outfit with the mask.
Outfit 2.
Cool.
This is it. This is her Ultimo Dragon outfit.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
And like her high punch counter is Ultimo Driver. That's his finisher.
It's pretty cool, actually. Dang, I didn't even know of that.
And like Bass is obviously like a mix of like Macho Man and Hulk Hogan
And Hulk Hogan, yeah.
And Tina is just a collaboration of like 50 different wrestlers. And like, there's a lot. The wrestling, the fighting game pipeline is unfortunately, it's like you do the weed, and then 2 weeks later you're doing the pot, and then you're doing the ganja, and then you're dead, and your mother's holding you in her arms while you're dead, right?
You know, I've managed to avoid it for this long, but I see it on my timeline all the time. So when there's like a big wrestling event that happens, like I hear about it, but then I'm just like, well, I'm moving on with my life.
Yeah, if you follow FTC Twitter or whatever, like, and like any of it, you're gonna hear about it, right?
Oh, for sure. It is inevitable. But I will hold off as long as I can. I will be God's strongest soldier.
Actually, I'm trying to find the old meme. I guess maybe it's not as prevalent anymore. I'm trying to find the old weed kills image of like literally like you're dead in your mother's arms. Like he smoked 1 weed.
In Canada, did they have Dare?
Yeah,
it was like
we had our own version of it, but like everyone,
okay,
we still get all the American commercials anyways too. So like we knew about Dare.
Yeah, I don't think there's a single person that Dare was actually effective on.
This is a good one here. This Thanksgiving, remember the cranberry sauce, but forget the marijuana. What? Terry was convinced to toke a joint with his friend just to relax. Immediately after, Terry killed his friend who had given him a marijuana in a murderous craze. Not so safe, is it? Marijuana, not even once.
I like how his shirt is like prison stripe outfit.
Yeah, because, you know, well, he's a criminal. The criminals smoke the weed.
That's so funny.
Like, I'm not a weed guy myself. I just appreciate the funny joke. Just because you'll get... And, like, if you smoke... I don't give a shit if you smoke weed or not, right? But you'll always find the one guy who, like, takes it too seriously. And then he's very easy to, like, poke and get reactions out of.
Yeah, in college, I mean, the dorms just constantly smelled like weed because there was always some guy on some floor that was toking it up a little too much and maybe dropped out of college because I know, stop smoking weed and playing League.
I lived with a bunch of drug addicts, right? The one guy who did the weed, he was the least offensive of everyone. So there you go. Much better than the meth users. Thumbs up, weed users. You just won in my books.
I mean, if we're putting them on the hierarchy of drug use, I think weed is pretty, pretty low.
Comparing like the meth abusers and the prostitutes I lived with, the weed guy, he just played the music really loud, so he's doing all right, I guess, on the grand scale of things.
There's worse things that he could be taken, that's for sure.
Yes, admittedly, that was not his downfall. Other things were his downfall, but not that. But yeah, so on that little tangent, so we effectively have kind of like a secret, friends, not enemies, kind of like what we just talked about, right? So Kurapika and Hisoka are a little detente going on. Like they're sharing a little bit of info. And this is where, when he's away, when he's not doing his job...
Right, not guarding anything.
When he's not guarding the guy he's paid money to do, that's when the Phantom Troupe comes in.
Right.
So you can fairly blame the fact that Uvogin's about to get out on the fact Kurapika fucked right off. Like, is that uncharitable?
I mean, no, I think he knew that this was like a high stakes moment and that these Phantom Troops were on their ass to find Uvogin, right? So it's like, why Well, I mean, really, he could have taken that as a phone call from Hisoka. Why did he have to go out all the way to this creepy, like, amusement park to strike a deal? Like, he probably could just call.
He could have, but, for lore reasons, this is the way it wound up being, right? And we talked about it, I just want to come back. So it is given Hisoka a very clear secondary goal. He wants to take out the leader of the Phantom Troupe. So that we now have a clear secondary goal for him in mind, besides just impure thoughts about Gon.
Yes, he has a alternative goal to fight different, very strong man who is not underage.
Now, the Phantom Troupe attacks, and like they very easily win. Like, there's no real way to put it.
I mean, really, the only person that they attacked was like that head bodyguard dude, and everyone else was in a different room and sleeping.
Well, they were like sleeping or something. Yeah, they're sleeping in a different room.
They were able to escape, right, and call Kurapika or whatever. But the head bodyguard dies, right, and essentially now they no longer have a way to contact their employer, right? So they're kind of just like, well, we don't know what to do anymore. Like, we've never had contact with this man. So, yeah, I think that's. Oh, so they break out Uvogin, right?
Yeah, and they do a really good scene because it's like actually like Frankenstein's monster. Like, he's like, "Mrrr, mrrr," just ripping off the chains. Like, there's a door and he just walks. He's taller than the doorway, right? And Lord knows I've been there a few times. I've fucking smashed my head more than a few times on a low-hanging doorway. But he just like headbutts through the top of the doorway and knocks it off. It's a fucking sick shot. I love it.
Yeah.
And
it's
then
really cool. He's like popping through the wires and everything.
Yeah, and they use the magic vacuum to suck the toxins out of his blood or whatever.
Yes.
The muscle relaxants. So, very of the Phantom Troupe, the vacuum, let alone the woman using it, the vacuum seems to be the MVP so far.
I mean, it can they get into it a little bit, but like it can literally vacuum up poison, dead bodies, pretty much anything.
So is she a conjurer? Is this why she can do this?
I think so. Yeah, she conjures the vacuum, I believe.
Because otherwise that would mean the vacuum is just its own separate thing, which...
Yeah, no normal vacuum could do that, I think. So it's definitely some sort of Nen vacuum. But it was funny because like when Uvogin wakes up, right, he just like screams really loudly. And like that is the thing that tips off the other bodyguards that like Uvogin is free. And I'm like, if you guys had just like if he had not screamed out loud, you probably could have taken out all the other bodyguards as well.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
They would have been asleep. They wouldn't have been able to do anything.
Okay, and I'm gonna drop a small reference. Unfortunately, you won't get it, and it's not a bad thing. You won't get it, don't worry. And I just want to challenge a single person to get this. Just one. Just post it in the comments if you get it. This is the second most powerful vacuum I know about. The only vacuum more powerful than this is Perry Caravello's Shop Vac. And I'll just leave it there. It won't mean anything now. There probably won't be one person who knows what I'm talking about. But if there is one person, post in the comments below. Because if you know,
I feel like you're...
Perry Caravello's Shop Vac is an object of power.
I feel like you're always talking about something I don't know because I'm not.
No, this is many layers deep. We're going into the dark web stuff here.
Fair enough. The only other vacuum I have reference to in like pop culture is like Luigi's Mansion. Like the vacuum
this is a real world object.
Oh, okay, interesting. All right, a little hint.
Now I do have here in my hot take notes because besides Uvogin breaking out, we are introduced to a character who I have learned is Sphinx Magub or Makub. I wrote down here, who the fuck is this Cobra Commander motherfucker?
Wait, who is this guy? I don't even remember him. Oh, yeah, this dude.
Because he has this giant Serpentor-ass hat on.
I don't think I ever remember seeing him with that hat. I feel like I only ever see him in the tracksuit.
Whoa, what is this? Go away. But he's wearing this, like Cobra la 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 hat here. Like, straight out of fucking G.I. Joe. Like...
I feel like I've only seen him in the tracksuit. Like, I don't know. He probably wears that outfit. I just never noticed. But
Like, as a kid of the 80s,
oh
this is my frame of
no.
reference, right? And he has like this Serpentor ass hat.
Oh, he's even got like an eye on
Yeah,
his
he
like
is
little like
Snake. Like,
scarf.
this is Serpentor. Like,
That's so funny. It's a little too
and I
alike
know
to
a
be
lot of you guys like,
coincidental.
oh, Rooflemonger and his fucking old man references, but like, if you grew up with this and you saw this fucking like every other day on G.I. Joe, and then you see this guy show up with this, like, it's gonna trigger some memories, right? Like, I'm not being uncharitable here, I don't think.
Okay, I think is he Egyptian though? He just kind of looks like a white guy to
He
me.
does. Like, I don't know the first thing about him, but he's wearing this like snaky Egypty hat.
I
We
want to get
we
to
we
talk about
derailed
my
pretty
nerdy
hard
shit.
there,
Yes, we did. Next
mostly because
episode.
of Cobra Commander guy. Because like, what the fuck is that look? Like, it just blew me away. He's wearing this serpent Egyptian headdress. Like, everyone has their own unique look. Sure, what, like, I don't begrudge that, but
Right.
just so incongruous with everybody else.
No, you got the mummy boxer. He's kind of freaky looking.
He is,
Which
but it's
he-
just the vibe's so different.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, the tracksuit, that's mostly the image I have in my head of him. But
So, like, half Egyptian priest, half Russian delinquent, I guess. He's complex like that.
something.
But yeah, so from there, that was the end of the episode, effectively. Uvogin's out. Done.
Yes.
We go to episode 46, Chasing and Waiting. If you can take this one.
Sure. So this episode starts out with Melodies. So she gives Kurapika a call, and he's basically like, "Oh man, Uvogin has escaped. I don't know why you left." She doesn't actually say that, but
Yeah.
basically the implication is, "Why the hell did you leave?" Where
Yeah,
are you?
like I said,
Come back
we
immediately."
probably could have used the most competent person here to deal with that.
Exactly. But anyways, so then it kind of cuts back to Kurapika basically being like, he's still at this weird amusement park with Hisoka. And so he hasn't actually told Hisoka whether or not he wants to be like tentative allies or not, right? So he's kind of just like, I'll tell you tomorrow. Be back here same time tomorrow. I'll give you my answer then. And I'm like, all right, he wants some time to think about it. Again, you could just call him, but I don't know. I guess maybe they don't want to be overheard or tapped or something like that.
Maybe. Yeah.
Whatever. But okay. But meanwhile, all right. So after that, everyone's like regrouping. All the bodyguards are regrouping, and they're trying to figure out. Okay, well, the head bodyguard just died. What the
Yeah,
heck
we got
are
to call the
supposed to do
boss
right
now.
Yeah, so we gotta call the boss. So they go up to the little girl or
Yeah,
Neon.
they go to card captor Sakura. And
Yes,
the
they go to
comments
her.
were of, I don't know if you said it, but the comments were definitely, apparently the gentleman who made Hunter x Hunter married the person who made Sailor Moon.
Yes, that's correct.
And this is like
yes.
her design. So that made a lot of sense.
Oh, okay, got it. Right, because I forgot the girl that the mangaka that made Sailor Moon also made Cardcaptor Sakura. I forgot.
Yeah, and like that's my frame of reference. Like I know Sailor Moon makes perfect sense as well, right?
No, wait. Cardcaptor Sakura. No, never mind. Cardcaptor Sakura was I roll that back. That was she's made by Clamp, right? Oh God, I don't know.
I don't know. That when I
don't
wrote down my
know.
heart take, just because when she was like so jarringly different, than everyone, just my frame of reference looks like Cardcaptor Sakura character.
Yeah. No, for sure. She definitely. It's like that magical girl kind of
Yeah,
aesthetic. But yeah,
it's the magical girl trope, and she just looked. But yeah, so they go to her. It's like, hey, boss, you got to go to the big boss, right? And
yes, essentially.
Kurapika's like, hey, this is Kurapika. Some shit happened. Like,
Yeah, I will just say before we mention, he talks to the boss or whatever, like, you can definitely tell Neon's like a little piece of shit. 'Cause she's just like, oh well, I didn't care that those like all those people died in the auction. Like, did you get
Yeah.
the mummy? Like clearly she's a little psychopathic, and you're not.
yeah, she's an odd duck for sure.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to feel much sympathy for her. Like, she's definitely like a spoiled rich kid type situation.
Absolutely, for sure, yeah.
But yeah, so he makes the phone call. Basically they talk to the boss. They're like, okay, hold Neon there until tomorrow, make sure she's safe, yada yada. And basically, all the other bodyguards are like, okay, Kurapika, like, we think you should be the next head bodyguard. And they all vote, and Kurapika's like, okay, I guess I'll be the next head bodyguard. So now he's the head bodyguard instead of the dude that just died. So I guess promotion, right?
Right, it's easy to be promoted when everyone dies ahead of you, right? So,
Yeah, I know.
It's a battlefield promotion.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
And now this is, I do want to just specifically take this one scene here because I love this scene. Because I wrote down the same thing from my hot take notes and my notes here, and I didn't look at my hot take notes for us. And I wrote down like basically the same thing twice. I wrote basically, Uvogin is a gracious, loving friend because he legitimately, to his friends, he's a lovely guy. He's like, they're bringing him his beer to kill, you drink your beer to kill your parasites. We've all been there, right?
Right. Classic.
And he's just like a nice guy and a good friend. Like, actually.
Yeah. No, like their interactions are really charming. Although I will say, like, they broke into some dude's house, I think.
Yeah, and they kind of like clubbed the back of his head in or some shit, right? So they didn't do nice things. But when you're in, then he's good with you.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think the thing that people really like about the spiders is that they're friends. They have like a fun dynamic. Like they feel like real human beings, right?
And oh god, I keep forgetting. I'm so sorry. You said it like corrected me like 600 times. Not Kurapika. What's his name again?
Shalnark.
That's just a weird name. Shalnark.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're Killua. Like, what kind of name is Killua? Actually, Killua kind of sounds like killer.
Well, Killua has kill, and he's an assassin, so like that.
Right.
That's how my brain does it.
Okay,
but so Shalnark is a hunter, and he accesses the same hunter website that was like established early on.
Yeah, I know. The Hunter Association. I remember early on, they're like, oh man, we don't want any bad actors becoming hunters. And that's why, like, we have to do this interview. And it's like, dude, you missed the fucking... you missed the ball on that one.
Multiple Phantom Troupe members are hunters. Because bare minimum, Shalnark and Hisoka are, right?
Mm-hmm.
And wouldn't you know it, it's just on the fucking hunter website. Oh, here's every mob hideout. What? It's like, here are the most common mob hideouts by like distance geography. Do you want to Uber there? Or if you want to walk, here's like, it's just like everything's there. Like there's no mystery.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it's pretty crazy. And they're I guess we should mention they're trying, Uvogin's trying to hunt down Kurapika, and the rest of them, they're just good friends. They're like, we want to support you killing this dude. So we'll help you
he's
out.
like, this guy kind of fucked me over, and I'm a little embarrassed. I was a little emasculated. I just want to get my win back. And like, okay. And so Shalnark does like all his internet hacking. And he does say like, well, how Uvogin, just get your fucking hunter card already. Like, fuck sakes, like I shouldn't have to do this for you. It's like, yeah, but I don't want to. If I want something, I just take it. He's like, that's the way I live. But he goes to Shalnark and like he like pats him on the head and gives him a kiss on the cheek. Platonic kiss. Yeah. Platonic kiss. This isn't going to be a boys' love thing. Although I'm sure there's probably someone has drawn something to that effect at some point. But like he's just like, you're my little buddy. I love you, little buddy. You know, like
they make quite the pair.
Yeah. And then he like fucking Batman's out the window with a beer in his hand. Like he's like this giant guy, hairy arms, wife beater, beer in his hand. He's like Batman's out the window, and it's just a look.
I mean, he seems like a man after your own heart.
Well, we'll get to it. He is, but for how much longer, right? No spoilers.
For sure. But anyways, so then after that, episode kind of cuts to Gon, Killua, and
I have
Leorio.
Here my hot take notes. The money scam gang is back.
They are back, and it's funny because you have these like really serious moments kind of juxtaposed with these like super goofy moments, which I think they definitely have a place in the continuity just to kind of show like.
Yeah, you need levity to balance out like seriousness, right?
You need some of the levity. You need to kind of be able to see things from different perspectives and not just get bogged down in all the hardcore story progression that's happening right now.
Yeah, like Game of the Year, Expedition 33, which you still need to play, by the way.
I did buy it for the PS5.
Okay. Good.
But I haven't played it yet.
nearer to the end of the first act is the darkest point of the game to that point. Lots of people cried. I got misty-eyed myself. And then they balance it out by the most like ass pants fucking comedy shit next to balance it out to like get your moods back up. Right?
They're like, please don't drop this game and start crying.
Please don't be too bummed out. Like let's literally when like the hey, look at me, I'm the funny guy character. Like that's when he gets introduced.
Ah, okay, got it. Kind of like that dude from Final Fantasy V that always just kind of like jumps in and he's like traveling the worlds or whatever. Oh, what's his name? Why am I blanking out? I should know it. God. Well,
I don't remember 5 is good.
It's like the Kabuki looking dude. Anyways, whatever. I don't know why I can't remember his name.
You don't mean Kefka, do you? From 6?
No, not Kefka. Not Kefka. He's like a recurring character, and he got like sent into like an alternate dimension or timeline rip or something. Maybe. And so like he shows
I very
up in
clearly remember Final Fantasies 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like I just don't remember 5.
He's in Super Mario RPG as like an optional boss.
Alexis?
No. God, this is gonna bother me. I have to look this up. Oh yeah,
definitely. But yeah, absolutely look it up, and then I can put it on the big screen when you find out.
Character.
You and your tangents. Look at you. And you know what? Hey, you know what? We've had comments. People would like more tangents from you. I'm hogging all the tangents.
To be fair, I feel like you know a lot more about like these random tangents than I do. I have a lot of
That's only because I've been alive longer. When you get to my age, you're going to be pulling the same shit.
Okay, maybe it's not Final Fantasy V. Why am I forgetting this? He's like the Kabuki dude. Oh my god, I'm gonna not know. Hang on.
So, for me, for reference, QLEX from Final Fantasy or Super Mario RPG is this guy.
No, it's not that guy. He's no. Maybe I'm getting him confused with the super. Like I'm getting him confused. I could have sworn though. Yo, he's a secret boss. No. He's a secret boss in Final Fantasy VII Remake.
One of the Turks? No, it's not Turks.
No. My God,
Who's the
I
secret
hate
boss
that I have
in Remake?
Yahoo search. It's Remake. What's the Rebirth? It might be Rebirth. Okay.
Now I'm actually
this guy Gilgamesh. Yes. Oh my god. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out his name. Never mind. It wasn't the secret boss battle from Mario RPG. Yeah, his name is Gilgamesh. He's like a goofy dude, and he shows up like randomly.
Maybe 5. Yeah, it's been 25 years-ish since I last played 5.
Is he from 5? God, I might be totally misremembering everything right now. Yeah, he is in 5. Okay,
is it this guy?
5. Yeah, he's like a Kabuki Japanese.
Okay, well there you go. Oh yeah, he got kind of a Genjuri kind of look here. Okay.
All right, I did remember successfully. Jesus Christ.
Right. And that tells me maybe I need to replay 5.
He's basically kind of like a comic relief character essentially, and he's traveling through like different times, and he pops up and he pops up in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth as kind of like
we got comic relief in 6, right? Got Ultros.
Yeah, that's right. This guy, I vaguely remember
tease the octopus kids.
But yeah, so it's kind of a similar situation. You got your moments of seriousness interlaced with just these like basically joke characters essentially.
No, and that when you should do that. There's moments for seriousness, but you can't go too dark. Like, what's the most famous grim dark of all time for Japanimation? I say that just to get some people mad. So if you got mad at me saying that, then I literally mission accomplished. But it's like Berserk, right? And the Berserk comic is fucking rotten with comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Like anything with Puck. The little fairy boy, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like pretending he's Yoda and shit, and he's got his Gamma stick and all that. Like, oh my, those are not the right words to type in there.
Did you put an F instead of the P?
But like, Berserk is like the most grimdark of grimdark.
Oh, he's cute.
And like we have this all the time in there. We have little Puck Yoda.
That's cute, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very deliberate.
Yeah, it's hyper deliberate, right? And nobody gets to be more grimdark than Berserk. So if Berserk can do it, like everyone can do it.
Yeah, that's fair for sure. It's not even like this. I don't know. It's Hunter x Hunter is. It's still very. We're still very much in shonen territory, despite all the death and destruction.
See, I love everyone's like shonen this, shonen that. Back when I watched it, like that, I'm sure it was a term, but no one used that as a term.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Really?
the terms we were just like, we would use like this is a drama, this is a fighting show, this is a mech show.
Okay.
Shonen, seinen, like all these different terminologies, like never got used.
So by the time I started reading manga in like the 2010s, those were already, I think, very commonly used terms.
Basically,
Like,
it was very commonly used by the time
shonen.
I originally got out of anime.
Okay.
So it's always just weird when like people are like, oh, it's a shonen. Like I know that's the term, but like it was never the term when I originally got into anime. And like then when I eventually like came back, then I just started seeing this everywhere. And like Lord knows the first time, like we discussed it last off camera, but we discussed it and I found out what BL meant. I didn't fucking know that, right? Sort of walked front first into that shit. Like,
did we talk about that BL anime that you're interested
off
in watching?
camera,
did we talk about that one?
Yeah, because
okay.
The summer Hikaru died, which oh god, now we got to talk about because it's on the fucking real quick, and we'll get back to it.
Okay, so I actually went and read the manga because I was curious.
Did you? Okay.
Yes. So actually, it's not. It leans a lot more heavily into the horror elements.
Does it? Because like that's what got me interested.
It's only there's like some mild overtones of like the white-haired boy liking the black-haired boy, but it's never really explicitly like there's never really any explicit romance between them. So I would say it's like a very, very light,
all right,
like shonen.
The premise is real quick then, just for people watching. Boy goes missing, Hikaru, I guess, the titular Hikaru, and then your friend's like, you're not acting the same anymore. But then like he didn't realize he's like an actual like body snatcher or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like, much. Please don't make me kill you. This is the best time I've ever had. And that sold me right out. And by the way, Eva, this is absolutely just Kaoru and Shinji.
I think you'd really
everything
like
is Eva. Actually. Everything is Eva. Everything is Eva.
I think it's a very, very good manga, and some of the panels are just so excruciating.
Like this panel looks pretty all right. This looks kind of messed up.
Yeah, it was pretty. It's pretty awesome, honestly. And I also saw the other show that you mentioned. Not to go on a total tangent, but Centuria. You also mentioned that one.
Yes, I did.
Also kind of having like a similar very.
This was recommended to me by a friend because this has very like Lovecraftian vibes. I'm a big Lovecraft guy.
Yeah. So the art, I read this one too after you mentioned it. So the art of this one definitely has like those very detailed shots that kind of remind you of like that very, Lovecraftian style. But I would actually say the plot itself it does have those dark elements, but I think it's still more of an adventure.
Okay,
adventure manga. But I would say the summer that Hikaru died is actually more like horror. So I feel like that would be.
Then maybe I will give it a chance because I just got super interested. Then I just see this thing is like, well, it's BL. I didn't know what BL meant, so I had to Google BL, which came with its own fucking problems, and now my SEO is kind of probably fucked for a while. And then like, oh no.
No, it's very light on the romance. It's extremely light. I would even hesitate to say there's much of any romance. Well, maybe a little bit, but it's still mostly a horror for sure.
All right. So that is our Gilgamesh derail.
Yes, thank God.
So in the comments, those of you who wanted a Babe Ruthless derail, we got a good one. I think it's a good length. That's like, what, 6-ish minutes?
Yes.
So let us know what you think about a Babe Ruthless derail and if you want to see more. Now, we've derailed enough, so we'll get back on here. I just want to talk about the utter absurdity of how the scam gang, this is how it started here. The comedy levity moments.
Yes.
So they're like, oh man, were scamming people doing arm wrestling. And the evolution of this scam is to get pulled into a separate arm wrestling scam.
Right.
They're pulled into like underground arm, which like there would never be a need for illicit underground arm wrestling. It's not illegal. You know, like
I don't know. I get he's trying to make it into something that it's not. But
like there's no shortage of late 80s, early 90s underground martial arts films. Because before UFC, the idea of a full contact fight was a highly illegal deal, right?
Right.
Like nowadays, you wouldn't even know the term full contact. That's what, just like an actual fucking fight, right? But it was a big fucking deal. And so, sure, but they're just arm wrestling in a ring in like a seedy fucking warehouse. And it's like, man, we're going to scam 5 times as much money here. Except,
right,
like fucking one of the Joker's like cast off side villains shows up and starts sounding up these like,
yeah, he's wearing a thong.
Yeah, he's wearing a fucked up, even by this show's dressing code, he's wearing a pretty fucked up outfit, right? And
it's pretty crazy.
They're handing out like basically wanted posters for the Phantom Troupe, like a reward, right? And it's like this is how Gon and crew sort of get introduced, because like the Phantom Troupe is very much Kurapika's storyline right now. But then it's like, well, we'll get money if we capture these guys, and we need money because they need like billions and billions and billions of dollars, right?
And they make the connection like, oh, I heard something happen at this underground auction last night. So I think, and we saw this girl on the poster that we saw yesterday.
I do have here, because Hisoka is the Joker baby, right? I do have here, so this other guy wrote, oh, the Giggler has arrived. The Giggler, because the Giggler is what you are when you're not the Joker. You're just the Giggler.
You got downgraded. Yeah, because he has clown makeup.
Yeah, because you're very much, you are an off-brand Joker, but you are not the Joker, so you're the Giggler.
Yes, it was a very interesting character design.
Oh, and and they get scammed. I totally forgot about this. They get scammed too, because you have to buy in to be able to hunt the Phantom Troupe.
Oh yeah, it's like 1 million, like Jenny or whatever they say it is.
And like, who the fuck says I gotta follow your mafia rules to buy in on a manhunt?
Right. I know, that was pretty fucking
like
nuts.
That's actually weird.
Yes, I agree. That was very weird. The fact that this is all happening in an underground arena too, it's like, you guys have the internet, right? Like, you can just send out these bounties through the internet. Why do we have to interrupt an underground arm wrestling match to do
the internet is newer in this world, perhaps, but like it's not new. And it just seems like, and like they fly past it, but it just seems like they just got scammed out of the money they were scamming, right?
Yeah, I will say it's a very weird connect to try to connect like Gon and the others to like the Phantom Troupe. Like it's like a hard.
Like they're like square peg round hole trying to make it like this is the overarching plot you guys need to get in here somehow.
It's like they're really trying to force it. Also, random, but I know we're kind of backtracking a little bit, but when you were talking about the underground arena, I was like, oh yeah, you're right. That was a really popular trope, because I remember there was a whole section in Yakuza 0 where you have to go into the underground arena.
Yeah. It's the whole thing.
So, anyway.
My favorite movie of all time, Bloodsport, is about an illicit underground fighting tournament, right?
Right, or like Fight Club, right?
Yeah. And like, for those that don't know, Bloodsport, very much the inspiration for Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was originally supposed to be Bloodsport the game.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Johnny Cage was originally digitized to be Jean-Claude Van Damme. The Jean-Claude Van Damme collab in Mortal Kombat 1 is a callback all the way back then when it was supposed to be Bloodsport the game.
God, I always just assumed it was like...
That's why he's Johnny Cage, JC, Jean-Claude.
Ah, okay, got it. So that's cool.
There's hell of movies like that from like the 80s and 90s are rotten with underground fighting turn. Like that's how I got into fighting games, because like, well, this is just like Bloodsport. Bloodsport also canonically is the birth of the FGC.
When you talk about Jean-Claude Van Damme, I'm always just like, yeah, Guile. Like I can't in my head, I can't see him as any other character.
That's not my first thought, but
No, when you said like Johnny Cage, I was like,
Sorry about
wait,
that.
oh, we're talking about Mortal Kombat. I don't know what, like literally whenever you say his name, I just instantly get projected into Street Fighter, the movie. Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
Okay, so I'm not joking. This will be my small derail, but we'll get back to it. This is literally the birth of the FGC. This is 1988. This is Jean-Claude Van Damme, Frank Dukes in Bloodsport, Ray Jackson.
Oh, wow. He looks really different.
He would have been like 20 here. He's not the weird melty old man you know him today. That's what happens when 40 years goes by.
Aha, that's funny.
They're playing Karate Champ.
Yes.
And they literally bond over playing the fighting game. Like, Karate Champ is a fighting game.
It is. It's one of the first fighting games.
Yeah.
And you can see me fight at Takuma, you're a little young.
And they literally, like, this is how they meet. They become friends. They have the big dramatic arc. And they meet and bond because they played the fighting game. This is the canonical birth of the FGC. 1988. You cannot go back further than this. Even Street Fighter 2 was still 3 years away. So, Bloodsport means a lot to me. It's my favorite movie of all time. And it's because of moments like that.
Okay. That's very cool. I didn't know that there was like a historical film reference to it.
Like I said, Mortal Kombat exists because of Bloodsport. And like, think of fighting games. Bloodsport has a karate guy. It has a little monkey man agile fighter. It has a sumo guy. It has a kickboxer. Like, it has every martial arts archetype, right? Like, but yeah, so anyways, Forrest Whitaker's in the movie, Jean-Claude movie, Ray Jackson. He would have beat Chong Li. He just got arrogant. So that's FGC lesson right there. The best friend would have beat the big bad. But then as he's about to beat him, he's like, yeah, I'm winning, yeah. And he's like, they're like, no, go fucking finish him. And he's like, no, I'm the best, baby, yeah. And you know what his martial art was? It's also part of what made me. His martial art is, I'm just bigger and stronger than everybody else.
Oh my god.
Which is the best martial art, as we all know. And it would have beat Chong Li, except he got arrogant, and he paid the price. Okay, now we had my derail to back your derail. So basically, they're dumb and they got scammed.
Yes, and now they are gonna go after this bounty or whatever, perhaps. But that's not really the main focus, right?
Yeah. So before we go to the next episode, Uvogin finds Kurapika in the mansion, right? Because he got.
Oh yes, that's right.
Like, the Hunter website just knows where he is. He doesn't know where the fuck he is, right? The Hunter website knows. And they're like, okay. We're doing this. Like, you fucked me over. You embarrassed me. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Where do you want to do it? And Kurapika basically pulls like a Goku, like, let's fight where there's not many people. You know, like,
right.
Let's fight in an abandoned wasteland.
Yeah, a secluded spot, essentially. Is this a stage in the game, by the way, or am I like?
I think it is.
Maybe. Oh no! Wait, I might be thinking of the canyon stage. I think the canyon stage is in Greed Island, actually.
Maybe. There's definitely like a mountainous area stage.
I mean, this could be. It's like vaguely mountainous looking enough to where it could probably be multiple areas. But I think that's actually from the Greed Island.
Yeah, it counts as double. Gets 2 paychecks that way.
For sure.
But yeah, so we go to.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying. But yes, continuing.
Yeah. So we go to episode 47, Condition and Condition. And okay, I want to go crazy on one note, drove me fucking insane. But first off, it does mention that Uvogin is just pissing out his leeches. As you do, right? He had his beer in him so he can pee out his leeches. So,
just casually pissing, and Kurapika's waiting for him.
So he's at full strength. He's leech free. So he can't be like, well, he may have lost the fight because of the leech gap. Or something like that, right? But so they're there. And we've established in the previous episodes that this is a good drive out of town. You're not in city limits anymore. Because they're where they basically fought, or Uvogin fought the Shadow Beasts, right?
Yeah, it's a similar area.
So they're there together. They were in the mansion together in the last episode. So did they fucking drive in the same car to get there?
That's a really good question.
No, like,
actually. I never thought about that.
Seriously, they had to have gone together. It's not in walking distance because it's far beyond. Like you can see the city in the far fucking background last time they're there, right? So it's like an hour out of town-ish. So it's a good drive. And they got there it's already night, and they're there, and it's still night. So the same night, so they had to drive. And it's not like Uvogin had a car handy. So did they just drive together?
Maybe so. I guess you're right. They never really
awkward
how
fucking drive, right? Like, oh, we're gonna fight to the death, and then like you pop on the radio and it's like sunshine, lollipop, and rainbows and everything. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, that's the stuff I want to see.
Just like those little character moments where it's just like, oh god.
Like they actually like because I can only think of one show that ever addressed that. And it was Samurai Jack. Because like they do a thing like
never seen that show.
They have like we're gonna have our fated duel. Okay, and it's gonna be at this time in this place. And it's like okay, done. It's like, and then the bad guy Aku, he's like, you know where that is, right? And he's like, yeah, I know where that is. It's like, so you're gonna be there, right? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. It's like, you know, it's on my way. I can just drop you off there so you can know where it is. It's like, no, I'm good. It's like, it's not a bother. Like, I'll just do it. And like, they are deadly enemies, but he's actually concerned he might not know where the fuck the fated battle is supposed to be, right?
That's pretty hilarious.
So they actually just talk it out on screen. And like, that's maybe my favorite moment of Samurai Jack.
Oh man, that's a great comedy bit.
Yeah. Once again, we need these moments of levity. So if we did an episode of like the car ride of Uvogin and Kurapika, I'm sure that would have been my favorite episode of Hunter x Hunter.
That would have been really awkward though, because Kurapika is it would definitely be like a straight man, funny guy like type situation.
Uvogin would definitely be the comedy guy, like
yes,
because he'd just be like poking him and ribbing him and shit, like just to get a reaction out of him.
Japan definitely loves that dynamic.
But yeah, yes. Not to get too far ahead of the end of the episode, this is the episode where Uvogin dies. Unfortunately, this is I've told you before, but this is the only thing I've been spoiled on. And I was spoiled on this before we even watched the show. Because when Nen Impact was announced and they started doing the character trailers and they did Uvogin, and I saw the Uvogin trailer, I'm like, this is my guy. Done. This is automatically the big burly dude with sideburns. This is my character, right? And so the response on Twitter was immediately, he dies. You know he dies, right? He dies. And I'm like, well, thank you for that. Appreciate it. You know, like, I couldn't be excited for this fucking character for 20 minutes without 40 people telling me he dies. So I was a little disappointed in that.
Yes,
and spoiler,
because like, you know, they've been building him up as like this very cool character who's very physically strong, and he has these friendships, and like, you know, he really feels like a fully fleshed out person in a way. So yeah, it's definitely a more famous moment in the anime for sure.
I know it's like an iconic moment for sure, right? But for me, like I'm like trying to get interested in here, like to the point like we want to do this podcast. And the first character I expressed any interest in, maybe like I'm on my third, he dies. Like,
that's why you gotta get off Twitter.
Like I wasn't expecting that, you know, like don't do that.
I always see spoilers on the internet whenever like the first day a movie or a game that I really want to play is out. Like I just stay off Twitter. I'm shocked I have not been spoiled for Expedition 33 or
don't spoil her. Off camera before, I literally talked to her for like 2 fucking hours to like browbeat her into buying the game.
Which I did buy.
Yeah, so it worked. I'm very persuasive when I want to be. So, and you will enjoy it. It'll be your game of the year. It's my game of the year. It's one of my favorite games of all fucking time. Like straight up. So you will love it. Don't spoil anything.
You plus like 5 other people told me that I had to buy it.
Like,
but you were the one that tipped me over. So, you know, kudos.
Like I got Justin. He's going to play the game eventually. Like anyone in the FGC, like I probably convinced half of them to play it. Right?
I mean, I'm a big Final Fantasy fan, so
I
think
like
it was
this
inevitable.
game is French Final Fantasy X in a lot of ways that I can't tell you because some of it is plot stuff, but it's on purpose.
All right, fair enough.
Like even one of the dungeons is the Bahamut dungeon from Final Fantasy VII. Just you have to realize it for what it is because obviously, like graphically, it's different. But once you realize how certain stuff moves, you're like, oh, it's that fucking dungeon.
No, that's really cool. Yeah, I think I heard that like Final Fantasy was like a big inspiration for the series, from my
Yes.
understanding.
I, I can't say. Just trust me, it's very inspired by Final Fantasy X on so
All
many
right,
levels.
I will. I promise I will play it at some point.
And don't worry, it has even nicer, sadder music. It's got very sad music.
All right.
Like, you remember that one,
do love...
dun, 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 dun. Like that sad opener theme for X.
Mhm.
Claire Obscure's got 1,000 times fucking sadder music.
You mean like what is
To
it?
Xanarkand.
Xanarkand.
Yeah.
To Xanarkand.
But yeah, so no spoilers for that, but I got spoilers for Hunter x Hunter. But this is the Fated Battle episode, and this is where like shit just gets fucking dumb on so many fucking levels. Because Kurapika reveals himself to be like Eric Cartman, and that he has the power to have all the powers he wants. Like that is a thing that will happen.
Yes.
But yes, so my hot take notes, I'm like, so did they just drive there together? Because they're there same day. They're both there. What the fuck? That's my hot takes as I'm watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And Kurapika pulls the Piccolo, just like takes off the weighted clothes in his like battle jammies now, his like white outfit.
Yeah, it's really funny. I kept thinking about like Dragon Ball Z when this episode was playing out, because like Uvogin, like there's this one point where like he punches, I'm getting ahead of myself, but like he punches Kurapika and he's like, well, that was only 20%.
Yes, they pull a full on fucking
It's just-
Frieza.
It's like, what the hell, dude? This is so Dragon
And
Ball.
like they
crazy.
Dragon Ball that in response too, because Kurapika Piccolo's the injury later on. So
Yes, he like instantly heals it.
yeah.
Which is crazy.
But yeah, so this is the fight where shit gets real. So we do start off here. There's a bit of talking because Kurapika's like, do you have any remorse for being a monster? And Goofy's kind of like, not really. Like, it's been an alright life, I guess. He's like,
Right.
Well, what did you do to the Kurta clan? And he's like, who?
Mhm.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Right. So he's not one of the spiders, I guess, apparently, that actually killed his clanmates. So he's technically at this point not really acting out of vengeance of his clan, but rather just passing judgment on Uvogin.
Yeah, he's like,
right.
Well, your friends are bad. Like he's like, I guess I was a member when that must have happened, but I wasn't. I had no part of it. So
Right.
he's like immediately removing himself from like literally the revenge arc, basically.
Right, but he also doesn't feel any remorse for like
No,
killing
yeah, but
all
he's
those
also like,
mafia people. Either.
Go fuck yourself. Like I don't give a shit.
Right, exactly.
And I will appreciate about it because he's go fuck yourself to the bitter end. And I do appreciate that about him. And we're gonna come back
For
to Dragon
sure.
Ball 2 because I do have a Dragon Ball memory. I'll say at the end of this about
Fair enough.
transference of love. So
Okay, interesting. We'll get to it.
and there's so Kurapika still like browbeating him, moralizing on him, grandstanding on him, right? And there's a specific line in the dub, because I am watching the dub version, and he just says this in such a weird like Dynasty Warriors kind of way. We just say like, nothing, you are scum. And like it's like such like a bad 70s kung fu dub voice line. You are scum. And the way he says it like very curtly, and it just really randomly set up. And okay, it's a little bit ahead because we're saying voice.
Mm-hmm.
There's a point when they start fighting, Uvogin just goes yeah! in a very specific way, and I hit pause immediately. I'm like, he's fucking Ragnar the Blood Edge. Because he said it and I had to Google it, and yes, he's Patrick Seats, who is Ragnar the Blood Edge.
Ah, okay.
And he grunted in the exact way Ragnar grunts in Blaze Blue. And it just immediately triggered memory.
Yeah, there's a I don't know. There's a lot of the same voice actors.
Oh,
like
it's a very incestuous industry, right? Like it's the same five
always,
people.
Like, vaguely hear. Yeah, no, for sure. Like I've been watching a lot of anime recently. Just like I watched Sakamoto Days. I've been watching Dan Da Dan, and I was like, oh, okay, like that's the guy that plays Luke, Alex Love, and I was like, oh, that's the guy that yeah.
The Persona voice actors were complaining, right? Because they're not getting recast for the remake. And it's because you were the guys who did everything like 10, 15 years ago. And so now your names are the higher. So you're literally too expensive for the fucking remake now. They can't afford you. Like, They probably got you for like fucking like $500 a session, and now you won't take that anymore. So that's why you're not getting recast.
Oh, okay. I mean, I figured it's just they wanted to put in some new faces into the industry, but that's a more charitable.
It's never that charitable. No. It's like, what the fuck was his name? Matt Mercer became famous because he could do the other guy's voices, but cheaper.
Yes. Yeah, Matt Mercer played Sakamoto in Sakamoto Days. And I was like, why does this guy sound so familiar? And I was like, oh, okay, it's Matt Mercer.
But yeah, it was literally like a primal memory. He just yelled in a very specific way, and it immediately made me pause the show. I'm like, this is fucking Ragnar the Blood Edge. And then I check it up, and sure enough, it's exactly Ragnar, right? So like, and then like now all of here, like everything he does, I just hear I'll devour ya! Like I just keep hearing like Ragnar-isms, right?
I mean, do you like Ragnar in that
game? I do like Ragnar. I played Ragnar as like a sub-character. Like, shocker, I was a fucking Iron Tiger player, to the surprise of nobody, right?
Absolutely no one. You gotta have your big
Although, to put a little bit of a spoke in the wheel, one of my other subs was Lychee, so that is off-brand.
Okay. So, she's the girl with the pole on?
Yeah.
Or... Okay.
She had like the pole, and she could put it on stage and like do weird stuff with it, right?
Yeah. She can like throw it at different distances or something like that.
For plans of Blaze Blue in the lore, specifically Taokaka, she's called Booby Lady.
Booby Lady. All right.
Two big guesses why that is.
The cat. That's the cat girl, right?
Taokaka. For those who do not know, so Taokaka is actually one of the cutest designs of Blaze Blue.
Adorable. Yeah, she's the cat girl.
Yeah, and it has like a really cool design. And Blaze Blue. Oh, we're rolling the dice on this one. Okay.
Oh, I think we're good.
Safe search on, but yeah, this is Lychee.
Yes, I remember seeing her.
And it had all the Teach Me, Miss Lychee little sub things in Blaze Blue. And I miss when they used to do stuff like that. They'd have like hours and hours of like lore and sub stuff on the disc, and they just don't do that no more.
Oh yeah, Blaze Blue especially is notorious.
Well, yeah, because it's a bullshit world, because you have to know about like the 13th hierarchical city of Kagutsuchi, right? Like
I could not follow that. I was like, oh,
okay. I was super invested in it, and I barely remember that shit.
You know, a lot of people have asked me like, oh, can you do a stage talking about like a stage video talking about Blaze Blue or Guilty Gear? I'm just like, the problem is not the stage. The problem is the context of the stage and all the research I would have to do.
Guilty Gear is tame compared to Blaze Blue.
Yes, that is what I've heard as well. But I was just like, I will put that off until some time when I feel like I'm ready for that.
Like, alternate reality alien Godzilla nuke Japan, who's also my wife, is an A plot in Guilty Gear. That would be a C plot in Blaze Blue.
Oh god, that's like the side plot. It's not the main plot.
So yeah, Blaze Blue's fucking weird.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so we get there. They're fighting now, and this is when we start getting like, well, Uvogin like literally busts out. I was like, I only hit you with like 15% of my power, or something like that, right? Because he's surprised he didn't just kill him in a single hit.
Mm-hmm.
And but then he starts getting very fighting game brained. He starts worrying about the matchup. He's like, is he a conjurer? Is he an enhancer? Because like he's doing certain things, like, but I don't know which class he is, right? So it's like, I'm not sure how to come at the angle of his attack.
Which is kind of uncharacteristic of him, because you think he's just basically the dude that's like, all right, I'm just going to smash through him. But so clearly Kurapika is challenging, like actually presenting him with a challenge where he actually has to think about it. I don't think like, he's that used to.
The fight's not free, right? Because he hits him, he expected just to dust him in a single hit, maybe not full power, whatever, but he doesn't. And like, he has to like, he's like scared of the chains. Like, these chains are kind of the real fucking deal. Like, I shouldn't get hit by this. I can tank a bazooka. I shouldn't get hit by these chains.
Right.
So he's kind of like stressed. Like, what class is he? Like, and when you know it, Uvogin dice rolled into a bad fucking matchup, because he's going to have a lot of classes, but we'll get to it in a second here. But even though he wasn't around for the Hisoka fight, he pulls a Hisoka.
Yes,
right?
Very much same activity.
Because the Nen chains he was using weren't real. They're like effectively illusions. But the real chains had, like, fuck, it's been done enough. You think you should always have the special eyes open. right? Because like
Gon.
everyone's pulling this trick of like you weren't actually fucking looking, and he
Yeah,
basically
so, like,
wraps him up. Like,
yeah, no, he basically thinks he's like a conjurer manipulator because he thinks the chains are like real chains and they're reinforced with Nen or something. But turns out they're actually like conjured Nen chains, right? So it's like because they're not because they're made of Nen, he can turn them invisible or whatever, I guess, like as
there's
well.
like real like
And so
this. I will have to actually use Dungeons and Dragons rules because it's the only way I can do it. So the chains he attacked him with were not real. The real chains were invisible and they were like slowly ready to get him. But in Dungeons and Dragons illusionist rules, if you think the illusion is real, it is real. Because like he attacked with the chains and they sure as shit were breaking all the rocks and stuff. Like, so they were physically there to a degree.
right.
Even if they
No, I mean,
weren't real.
Right. I mean, they can restrain Uvogin, so clearly there's
But the
there's some sort
invisible
of
chains
physical-
he wasn't looking at are the ones that restrained him.
Okay, yes. Well, he can. I'm sure he can still channel his Nen through it, which can make them real or something like that.
Yeah, well, he's pulling some gimmicks, basically.
Yes, and it's really funny because it's like, I mean, well, this is kind of where he starts like explaining like all of his rules and his powers, and I'm like, dude, Kurapika, the match is not over. Keep that shit to yourself. It's very much like
that's the thing,
these are
right?
how my powers work, you know.
The match kind of is over. Like, Uvogin gets one more hit and he hits him with like 40% of his power or something and he breaks his arm. And that actually lands, right? And that's roughly when the Hellzone grenade moment happens. And like, he's like, ho, and he's like, turned out he's got the chain all around him, right? Sorry, that's another Dragon Ball reference. Piccolo does the Hellzone grenade. You didn't expect a guided scatter shot attack. That's one of my favorite moments of Dragon Ball. Yeah. And yeah, so like Kurapika starts bigling. He's going into the villain monologue now. And like we get a lot of lore. Like, cause like these chains are effectively unbreakable. We cut back to his like master in the woods. That moment when he like walked away. It's like, you got nothing to teach me, old man.
Yeah.
And then it turns out, oh, I had everything to teach you.
Right, it was like very much a part 2 situation.
Yeah, like we cut a bit too early. Like, there was some more shit going on. So no, he's not allowed to multi-class in the ways like the diametrically aligned classes are not allowed to work.
Right.
But when he has special red Kurta 7 most beautiful color in the world eyes, then he gets to fucking cheat. And now he's a specialist. He literally is multi-class. He's literally, when I'm normal, I'm conjurer or whatever. I think he's conjurer, right?
Yes.
Okay. But when I'm red eyes, I'm a specialist, and I can use all 5 classes at 100 fucking %.
Right, which is crazy. And then on top of that, like you learn that he puts this restriction on himself to only ever use his chains against the members of the Phantom Troupe.
So this is where I was a little confused last time. So they mentioned the contract again, right? And last time he said he made a contract, I'm like, with what? Like, to me, like my reference, even though it's obviously way later, the only thing anime I remember is like fucking Chainsaw Man, right?
Yes.
So like, and like obviously it's not that because this predates that by so much. But it's like, what does the contract mean? And then they explain the rules. So you can make. I'm assuming this will come up again. This won't be a one-off. I'm assuming. I don't know, but you can make any given move way the fuck stronger by imposing certain restrictions. And the contract he says is this chain will only work on Phantom Troupe members. And you have to also, like, if you break your contract, there's a penalty. So they say you can lose your Nen, which is a downside, admittedly. But it's like, you need big rewards come with big consequences, right? So he's like, my consequence is if I use this on anyone who's not a Phantom Troupe member, I fucking die. My life is on the line.
He's literally like kamikazing it, essentially. I literally will not use this against anybody else. That's how determined he is in this quest for revenge that he's on. And it explains like Gon and like Killua, like they're very skilled Nen users, but I don't know if they would necessarily be able to fight fully against the Phantom Troupe like this, but Kurapika, he's
at this
grown
point,
so much in leaps and bounds because of
yeah.
these like restrictions.
Now that he says I have the, like, once again, it's Eric Cartman ninja episode, right? He has the power to have all the powers. Like that is actually lore accurate. He's like, he's like fucking boss mode, like limiter release. Like, I do not at this current point think Gon or Killua is on Kurapika's level.
No, absolutely not. He's climbed up the power rankings all the way to the top.
Yeah. So they do that, and it makes me want, like, when they say contract now you're thinking like deal with the devil. It makes me want, like, how he could circumvent it. Could, like, Hisoka with his fake tattoo powers put a fake spider tattoo on somebody, and as long as Kurapika thinks it's a Phantom Troupe member, would it then work? Or would the contract know it's not a Phantom Troupe member?
That's a really good point. I'm not sure.
Is it belief or fact? Which power is it?
I don't know. And is Hisoka a real member? Because he could just peel off his tattoo.
Yeah, he can just take off his tattoo, like, which still confuses the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I hope that is addressed at some point.
Maybe he just didn't want a tattoo.
Like, I'm sure we've hit like certain points where like something happened, never come up again, right? And I gotta live with. But that one legitimately flummoxes me a little bit. So I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, so he has the class has the power to have all the powers. This is called Emperor Time, which makes sense because that's what his level 2 is called in the fighting game. Although in the fighting game it's like an install where you can like fucking like feng shui engine just go super fast like Jury. But yeah, so now we have world building. So my move is this much stronger because it only works this way, and I'm willing to pay the ultimate price if I don't use it in this hyper specific way. And because it is, this makes it turbo strong. So Uvogin, who they describe basically as like physically the most powerful member of the Phantom Troupe, cannot break the chain at this point. And then he's like, if you can't break it, none of the fucking rest of them are going to break it.
Right.
So like, this is a really good test. And it's like, I sort of
psychoanalyzing the heck out of him.
Yeah. And it's like, I sort of picked you because I picked you for the loner. I'm a loner too. So if we did this, I figured like, because when you fought last time, the rest of them just played cards. So if I got you one-on-one, this would stay a one-on-one fight. So it's like, you're my guinea pig, basically.
Yeah.
And he is admittedly like monologuing the fuck out of him because he has him dead to rights.
Right. He's very much using that Kurapika brain to pick out his targets, right? He's clearly thought about this very methodically.
Oh, and I did skip ahead of one thing. They actually bust out the actual class chart. Like, Uvogin's like, he can't do this because this class is opposed to this class, blah, blah, blah. And they have that chart they showed earlier from the teacher, right?
Yeah.
But he's like, no, I have the power to have all the powers I want, so fuck you. They explain the Nen rules. And then at which point, this is when he pulls out the Piccolo, where like, it's like also because I have all the powers, and then he just regenerates his broken arm like it's nothing. So like Piccolo taking off his arm and just growing a new arm. Like, so this is like, yeah, I've next leveled you on every level, basically.
Pretty much. He's entirely outclassed. And yeah, it's kind of brutal, honestly, because watching Uvogin die, because Kurapika, he's clearly not really happy to be killing him.
No, like, right? He's not getting anything out. He's not like, he's not having this clown-gasm moment, right? Like, he's not getting off on this.
Right. Clearly, he's still a person who has his morals, and he isn't enjoying killing another person, right? But he's still willing to do it for his end goal. So,
because like, this is basically his reason for living, is to get revenge.
Pretty much. It's honestly kind of brutal to watch, even though plenty of people have died in way crazier ways in this show.
I do have this too in my notes here. He healed his arm. That's in the game. Because he does have a healing move where he busts out his like cross and he heals himself. I don't think it's very good considering how fast that game is going to be, but we'll see.
Hey, it's something, right? It's something.
It definitely ain't going to be no Elena healing. People complain about.
I think they learned I think people have learned their lesson after that. But yeah, one other note I had here was that like Kurapika, he does give Uvogin a burial, but he puts him face down, eyes open in the dirt, and I was like, damn, dude, like you could at least You can at least put him in a little more respectfully.
Yeah, they do. They do have a couple moments here just before that, though. So now they has him there in the chain. He like whomps him with, you know, I have every class. He's like, oh, I can hurt you. So that's good. So because if I can hurt you, I can hurt the rest of them, right? Because you're physically the strongest. Right. And then he does the stake of retribution, because they give it a specific name. Where he pierces them through the heart. And at which point it's like, okay, you have to like say what I want, like give me the answer, or you die, right? And this is where, even though Uvogin's obviously exiting stage left, I still got more respect for him. Because he's like, who did this? Who's the fan? He's like, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. And then he does the stake of retribution. And it's like, you are going to die now if you do not answer me truthfully. And he just smiles. It's like, go fuck yourself. And then he dies. Right?
There you go.
So he's a man of principle in a way, right?
He is. He's very much like that straightforward type character. And he wasn't gonna rat out any of his allies for sure.
So now this is the moment I talked about where I did a callback about Dragon Ball. So for fans who have followed in the Dragon Ball Fighters days, y'all know I'm a big fan of Nappa. Nappa, another big bruiser, shocker, I fucking like that. But why did I like Nappa? So I started watching Dragon Ball with the original Dragon Ball, before Dragon Ball Z. Because it was on TV, on
cute,
YTV.
lighthearted, like, kids show.
Yeah, well, there's a moment, Goku's a mass fucking murderer. People don't talk about that. He killed, like, the whole Red Ribbon army. Goku doesn't kill. Yeah, he does, buddy. He's got a body count on him. You just didn't see that in Dragon Ball Z so much.
That's fair. I know he was like stealing Bulma's panties or something.
Oh yeah, it's like all that bad shit. Like, hey, everyone loves Master Roshi, right? But it's kind of like then there's the stuff we don't talk about, like with Roshi, right? And there's a lot of that in the old Dragon Ball.
Fair enough. I've never seen it, but I've heard about it.
Like you said, you're watching Dan to Dan, right?
Yeah, I am right now.
And like I watched the first episode. The comic, I should say. And it opens up with a double rape arc.
Yep.
And like, I know people like it, and I'm sure it's worth it, but I'm just kind of like, you know what? I've seen this enough I almost gave up on Chainsaw Man because of that too. Luckily, Chainsaw Man hit its stride before it totally lost me on that.
To be fair, I think it's mostly like the first couple of episodes when
I'm sure it is
getting their powers,
because like that storyline of like the boner comedy stuff, like in Chainsaw Man, it becomes like this poor boy is being like actually abused and taken advantage of by women. Like that's the actual story in Chainsaw Man at this point, right? But sexual abuse in Dragon Ball, I don't fucking know. What a fucking concept, right? I don't know how to salvage this, so I'll just go back to my original point, because what the fuck are we even talking about? But in the original Dragon Ball, my favorite character was Tien. Because Tien won one of the World Martial Arts tournaments. He's beaten Goku fair and square. And I like him because he's like I grew up on a lot of Kung Fu movies, and he's that kind of character, right?
Right.
And Dragon Ball Z... Dragon Ball Z rolls around. And what happens is fucking Nappa jobs out Tien all the way to the bank, right? And what I did to salvage... Because Lord knows... Other than like that one episode for 10 seconds with Cell, that is like the highlight of Tien's career in Dragon Ball Z. There's not much for Tien fans in Dragon Ball Z, or ever again, to be frank.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like the same thing happened with like Krillin, right? And Yamcha, and basically all the side characters got sidelined.
So what I did at that moment when Nappa chopped his arm off and all that and just like humiliated him. I did a fanboy transference of power. So all my love of Tien went into Nappa at that time. Like, well, if you just you just beat the shit like my guy, now you're my guy. Which... Interesting. I had to do again a few episodes later, because then fucking Vegeta murks Nappa, right? So then like, okay, now I love Vegeta. Right, but that's what I'm doing. Who doesn't like Vegeta? Well, no, I was still somewhat in the edgelord phase, and Vegeta was that guy, right? So like, very much. He was an easy character to like at the time. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So all this Uvogin love, I'm transferring it into Kurapika as like our more realistic killer, because he will kill. So, you know, he's not full edgelord. Oh, he's a little bit edgelordy, I guess. A little bit. He's still on a revenge quest, right? More
he's
realistic.
got the red eyes and even more Naruto.
Like, if I was like people like, oh, you should have watched him. If I was watching Arena this shit at the time and he had the red eyes, I would have been so all the fuck way in. All the way in. Like,
yeah,
that would have fucking had me so hard if I was watching this in like the late 90s. I'll be the first to admit it.
I'm surprised he's not wearing like all black or something.
Oh yeah, like he's wearing like cleric's clothes or some shit, right?
Yeah, basically.
And to be fair, like, you know, Gundam Wing, like the whole righteous priest character, like Death Scythe was the priest.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Death Scythe was the priest, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay, I never knew that. I've seen him in like the SNES game, but I was like,
yeah, he's a priest, right? And so they did like having like that kind of, because maybe I'm putting stuff that's not there, but he has like a religious garb to me.
Okay.
So having like that religious guy doing the thing, like I like that. That's a trope I love. No, man of peace, man of the world, man of God, but man of action, right?
Right.
And so if I had all that, and you know, he has a big cross too, right? So like,
yes.
Like, hey, like Trigun, I fucking love the fuck out of Wolfwood, and he's
so cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the original.
Yeah, but yeah, so these are the lessons Uvogin brings us. Man of peace, on a brave quest, stop short. And like his last memory, Shalnark, I'm remembering his name. Right? It is Shalnark? It is?
Yes, we're learning.
Okay, sick.
We're learning.
There we go. And like, what is he thinking? He's like, he literally left him, patting him on his head, doing things, kissed him on the cheek. And then what's he going to be thinking next?
Well, that's what we're going to find out next.
We're going to find out next.
Dragon Ball Z.
Hopefully next few days.
You can talk about it on next week's episode.
We probably will. Next week, we're definitely going to have a more tangents usually, because we definitely have to talk Nen Impact quite a bit. Because it's going to be fucking out, which is crazy.
Yes, maybe we should only go over like a few episodes, because I also want to talk about the special edition that I bought as well.
Yes.
So,
I'm gonna get the digital edition. So yeah, so you got to play to the camera, which I'm sure will play amazingly on the audio only version. But use your mind's eye. She will describe it in ways that will make you realize words have power that more than you've ever thought.
Yeah, this poster, this box of Nen Impact, wow, it's so cool. Like, wow, Killua and Gon, they looking real good. Amazing. 10 out of 10.
Okay, so we'll end it up here, because he does bury him, as you mentioned. But there is one final scene before we end the episode, right? Because Kurapika is like, okay, if I got you in this, that way, the rest of the Phantom Troupe should be easy, right? Because like his brain, he's like the hardest one. Right. And the rest of the Phantom Troupe's kind of like, is Uvogin gone? Like, they're kind of worried, right? And it's like, if he's not here by this time tomorrow or something, he's probably dead. And Crollo, the leader, he's like flipping the script of what Kurapika's saying. Mm-hmm. He's like, actually, if this guy's like conjurer and hands, like he's basically saying everything Kurapika is, right? Then this is the worst possible matchup for Uvogin, actually. This is like a 9-1 match. And Uvogin has no chance.
Inspiring as a leader.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, I don't believe in my troop member. Fuck him. He probably died.
And like, I don't know if I buy it. Like, obviously we'll see how it fucking pans out, right? But like, he certainly seems stronger than the vacuum and finger guns, right? Like,
track dude, Egyptian track dude, and mummy boxer.
Yeah. So like, because he's the Hulk, basically, like,
right.
And even if you're like a weaker Hulk is still the Hulk. Like the Thing, Fantastic Four, he's a weaker Hulk. He's still the Thing. He'll still mess up most people pretty easily. You don't need a gimmick when you're that strong. When you can yell people to death, right? Like he's like got a page from like the Sindel playbook in Mortal Kombat. He's going and like people just die.
Blows out their eardrums. Yeah.
So like I don't know if he's making excuses for him, like just to the camera for our benefit. It's like, actually, just don't know. This is a really bad match for him. Like he's probably fucked if he fights him. Like, I don't know, but it just felt a little odd.
Maybe they're like trying to frame it basically as like, well, Kurapika has like, just because he took out this one guy really easily, he still has a hard upwards battle essentially against these
Yeah,
other troop
but it
members.
just feels
That's
like
what I feel like they're trying to tell.
it feels like going to like the bracket guy after your matches. It's like, well, I lost 0-2, but it was close though. Like
Right.
that's what I'm getting out
or,
of this.
or it's like, man, he probably lost because it was a bad matchup,
Yeah, so I don't know this fucking matchup. I don't have an alt character for this matchup. Like, if I was playing is it Shizuku?
Yeah, Shizuku.
So I was playing Shizuku. That's like 7-3 my favor, but like this is unwinnable matchup. Like,
Yes, that is basically what they're talking about here. It's pretty funny.
but there's many more adventures to come, and especially in the land of Gon with the Wind. And yeah, this will definitely not be a shorter episode, despite us trying it to be a shorter episode.
Absolutely not.
No.
We just made up for it with more yapping.
Exactly. So be it. So be it.
It'll be it.
But
All
yeah,
for
so Uvogin, my favorite character. You were here for like 5 episodes, if that. Too beautiful for the world, but you will be immortalized in the game. You're definitely my main. My team is almost assuredly Uvogin, Bisky, who I do not know yet, but she get big, so that's enough for me, and somebody else. Hopefully somebody I know. Because if I pick someone else I don't know, I'm going to have very unrealistic expectations for them come when they show up in the anime.
That is completely fair.
But yeah,
start off with someone you do know.
Next time, maybe we'll talk a little Superman. I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely talk a lot of Nen Impact, as it will be actually out. And until then, that is the end of this episode. So for myself, the Rooflemonger, and for
BABERUTHLESS,
that is this episode of Going with the Wind. Have a lovely time.